Hi, welcome to EnTHRALLing Conversations. Today I'm very excited to be interviewing Barb Hannig, Patient Advocacy Manager, and Kelly Watkins, Product Manager from Greenwich Biosciences. Greenwich has been a title sponsor of our Walk to End Epilepsy for several years and a wonderful supporter of the Epilepsy Foundation in general. So welcome, Barb and Kelly. I'm very excited today to learn more about the wonderful new program that your company has developed called Unspoken Symphony.
Thank you for having Kelly and I on today. And on behalf of Greenwich Biosciences and our entire team, we're thrilled to be with you. Our mission goes beyond medicine. Patients have always been at the center of everything we do. And so it is with that innovative spirit and community in mind that Kelly and I are excited to bring to you all today Unspoken Symphony.
That's right, Barb. Hi, Laura.
Hi,
Unspoken Symphony is truly special, and we've got some tremendous feedback from the epilepsy community regarding how much joy this has brought to their families. So today I'm going to share with you what it is, how it works, how easy it is to use. But first, I'd like to share with you a video that tells a really beautiful story about Riley and her family, as they're the inspiration for how Unspoken Symphony came to be.
It's not easy to get to know someone who can't talk. It teaches you to pay a lot more attention to little things.
Everybody's just really drawn to Riley, even though she's not really able to communicate.
For all of us, it has taken a lot of patience to get to know her and to be able to understand her personality and understand her.
It's been nice to have her as a sister because I can talk to her, but she won't respond or anything.
She does like textures, so she likes to kind of put her hands and stuff and move it around. That it is an expression of yourself.
It's impossible to know what Riley's thinking or how she feels when she's creating this art because she can't talk. Yeah, you did that.
It's Riley.
Yes. To feel that connection, just the most wonderful thing.
It brings to life the sound of an entire group of kids, adults, whoever, that have really never been heard before.
And it's healing to feel that connection and to hear that gorgeous music come out of artwork.
It's a reminder to me that everybody's life is important. Wow, what an effect Riley can have to inspire other families, to give voice to other kids. It's humbling.
Oh my gosh, I just love this family. So Unspoken Symphony really started with Riley and her family, and Riley lives with tuberous sclerosis complex, Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, and she's never been able to speak. And we've worked with Riley's family for a while now, and you know, Tim, her dad, told us one day, it's really tough to get to know someone who can't speak. And we know a lot of families and caregivers share that same challenge. So we also know that a lot of people that can't verbally express themselves really love to draw, and they love to paint, and they love music. And we thought, what if Greenwich Biosciences could figure out a way to bridge those things and bring something that will allow themselves to express themselves with sound. And so this is really how Unspoken Symphony came to be.
You know, Kelly, it was wonderful to watch that video. You know, I have enormous empathy with those parents to not be able to verbally communicate with their daughter after all these years. I mean, it was really, you know, kind of heart-wrenching to see her brother say, it's nice to be able to talk to my sister, but she doesn't talk back. And you could tell he was almost choking back tears a little bit on that. So tell me, I mean, this is really fascinating the way that you've done this. So tell me, how does this really work?
Yeah, so let's explore the site here. When people go to Unspoken Symphony, they land on this page here where they can immediately go and make a melody, or they can go and hear the gallery, which I'd like to share with you first. So here, once you make a melody, you're able to submit to our gallery and be featured here. The website is free for anybody to use, really. But so anybody can submit their artwork here, but we also feature a lot of artwork from those living with Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, Dravet syndrome, or tuberous sclerosis complex. So here is the gallery. You see it's very diverse, ranges in, you know, skill levels. But so for example, you can click on any of these melodies and take a listen. This is Riley's. I'll show you how it works too, how the notes are plotted. But from here, you can share this on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or you can simply copy the URL link to share with others via email or text messages. And then again, you can make your own melody, you can explore more, play more music, or you can load more. So what we like to do, we like to try to update this website every couple of weeks with some new submissions. And that's one of, you know, my favorite part of the job is looking at all this fantastic art that comes in every day.
So I have a quick question. So the pictures
Sure.
kind of run the gamut, both from skill level, but also mood. You know, some are a little darker and somber, almost kind of depressing. Some are very cheerful and joyful. Is that reflected? Does the algorithm pick up the different tone within the piece, within the melody?
For those who are musically inclined, if you imagine a music staff, it's made up of 5 horizontal lines. And so what the code does, it lays those lines on top of the artwork. And where the lines intersect with the art lines, that's where it plots notes. That was the original code. So you'll see a lot of these melodies have singular notes in these. This was the original code that we launched last summer with. And so it's very simple. However, we have evolved the site and recently just updated the code to be more of a sphere shape. So it sweeps across the artwork, and it does pick up things like shapes, lines, brightness, contrast, dominant colors, and density in each piece of the art. And it uses that information to determine the tempo, chords, musical style, timing, and pitch for each melody. So each one is, you know, truly unique. When you do create your own melody, you have a couple of options here. You, with this new website, we've added lots of different instruments. So it's not just that piano note you hear anymore. You have the option to choose saxophone and harp and lots of other different instruments, guitar, drums. So I'm excited to show you how that works in a minute. You also, again, have that option to submit your final piece, your Unspoken Symphony, to be featured in our gallery. And then you also have the option to receive a couple of files, and one of those is that MP4 video file that you see in the gallery of your artwork with the melody and the notes animating across your piece. So you get that as an MP4 video format so you can share with friends and family. And you also get this really beautiful customized sheet music here that has a picture of your artwork, the name of the piece you give it, your name, and then the actual melody. So you can play it on guitar yourself or even expand upon the tune. But what we found a lot of families are doing is just printing this out and framing it, hanging it on their walls, or giving it out as gifts. And it's been truly wonderful to see how much joy that is bringing to people.
So I have another question for you. You know, a lot of people with epilepsy or people with disabilities in general, as you mentioned at the front end of this, use art to express themselves. A lot also do art therapy. So have you thought about the way that this could actually be utilized with an art therapist or another therapy program?
Yes, absolutely. So with this new website update, we did reach out to some music therapists to see how are they using music and art in their therapy sessions, and how can we incorporate that into this Unspoken Symphony. So we are currently working with some music therapists to constantly evolve the site. So that's been very interesting to learn. And so we use that learning to, help us determine what the pitch should sound like, or what type of instruments to use. Are there instruments that we should stay away from? Are there instruments that we should absolutely incorporate into the site? So we've had a lot of learnings working with music therapists, and it's been really wonderful.
Kelly, this has been wonderful for me to learn more about this. I had heard about Unspoken Symphony, but until today, I hadn't actually seen the demo. So it sounds like it's really easy. So either a caregiver or a person with epilepsy just comes to the site and starts the process. So it sounds like it's a very easy piece. You upload your art, you get the melody, you produce the pieces. Is there anything else that users or either people that we deal with or their caregivers need to know?
Only that it is free to use and it is very simple to use. So if you don't mind, I'd like to show you how it works.
Sure, that'd be great.
All right, so you just go to this Make a Melody button here. Click on that. And the site was created so that you can use this on your phone or on a laptop. And so what you do, simply, I have some art that I've created. It accepts JPEG form or PNG form. And so I could either click on that upload your artwork button there and navigate to it, or I can simply just drag my artwork across here and it pops it in automatically. And then I have a few options here. I could flip it, I can rotate it, I can crop it, I can brighten it up, I can add some contrast, or I have the option to undo any of those changes that I've made. And so once I'm happy with my art, I simply click play my melody.
Got it. That's interesting. So Barb, do you have anything to add here? It's been great to learn more about this from Kelly. Anything you'd like to add on the Greenwich side?
Yes, thank you, Laura. And again, thank you so much for the time today, and Kelly for walking us through the presentation on the site. Would you mind taking us to the About Us page to learn more about Greenwich Biosciences? Thank you. So at Greenwich Biosciences, we are dedicated to offering innovative solutions that go beyond medicine, and our mission has always been to transform the lives of children, adults, and families who live with neurological diseases. And we're proud, again, to bring you Unspoken Symphony. You may know us best as the company researching and developing FDA-approved cannabinoid medicines to help address serious conditions, but also know that patients and families are at the center of everything we do. And so with our innovative spirit and community in mind, it brings us great joy to give families a new way to connect with each other through art and music. So to all those who struggle to express themselves, this is for you. And to learn more, just click the About Us and you'll be taken to our company webpage.
Well, that's great, Barb. Thank you. So I really want to thank you guys for taking part in my enthralling conversation this week. It was great to learn about Unspoken Symphony. At the Epilepsy Foundation, we're very grateful to Greenwich for all of your support throughout the years. And we're thrilled to get to offer this to the people that come to the Epilepsy Foundation as well. For those people who are listening today, you can find more information and the link to this site on the YouTube page for this channel. So Barb, Kelly, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Laura, for having us on your enthralling conversations. And thank you so much to the Epilepsy Foundation for all that you do to raise epilepsy awareness.